So welcome back to another video. Today, as you can see, we have a package from Grandpa Clone Customs to add to the Clone Army. Now, while I haven't opened this package yet myself and I haven't looked inside, thought I'd wait and, save it for you guys. So basically, this is it. I got Commander Bakara as well as Commander Thorn. So as you can see, all of the pieces come apart. Like, it requires you to put the arms together, which is fine, but then it also requires you for some reason to put the hands in the arms, which kind of is indicative of a knockoff. However, it is very high quality. The one thing though is that the printing itself is kind of staticky, which is unfortunate because it's not pad printing. I think it's UV printed. But honestly, for the price, it is pretty cool. All right, so this is both of the figures built up. Now, I should preface this by saying that I made a mistake. The helmet on Commander Thorn is from Grandpa Clone Customs. However, both figures are Jonak Toys, and the Bakara helmet is from Clone Army Customs. Now, these figures aren't perfect. There's definitely some, gripes to be said about them. Let's get into it. Firstly, since this is printed on an official regular, phase 2 helmet, there are no helmet holes, meaning that the only alternative for a visor for Thorn would be the Clone Army Customs one. But this might genuinely be the worst accessory I have ever dealt with on a clone trooper. This comes off so easily because there's basically nowhere for it to attach on. That honestly, I think a strong wind would probably blow it off, or it would slide down due to gravity over time. Other than that though, this is a really good figure. The one other complaint I have is that when you take off the helmet, for some reason the heads that they give you are way too big and get stuck in the helmets. But as I'm not going to be doing that because they don't actually have any facial expressions, that's not really as big of a problem as it would seem. For Bakara, the same thing could be said about the helmet. Now, since this is a Clone Army Customs helmet, it does kind of feel not as good quality as Lego, but I guess that's to be expected with a custom. By the way, both of these ran me around $16, which isn't that bad for a custom. But for Bakara, I don't really have any other complaints. I think this helmet looks leagues better than the one that Lego provided. So, yeah. And also, one more thing to say is the printing is amazing, the detail and stuff. And the waist cape is pretty thin so that it doesn't really get in the way of the arms moving down to the side of the figure, kind of like the Lego ones do. So that's another added benefit to these custom figures. Now, for all intents and purposes, these are good figures. The one thing that really does suck though is how fragile and unstable the visor is on Commander Thorn. Just because, yeah, I'm probably personally gonna leave it on a base plate to army build, or I might use it in a mock where he'll be standing still and stuff, so it won't be a problem there. But at the same time, there are kids who are also gonna buy these and play with them, and it's just unfortunate that there's no better alternative to that. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. Just thought I'd end it off by showing all of my, ranked clone troopers together. All I'm missing now for the 4 Marshal commanders, because I have Neo, even though he's pretty yellowed, Bakara, and Cody. All I'm missing is Bly, but I probably will get the MTT and just throw on some custom camas and pauldrons for Bly. Because I think that's a pretty decent figure, all things considered. And then I can't wait to expand my army by building the 327th Legion alongside him. But yeah, that's it. Overall, I give it a yes, but they definitely should, offer some alternatives just for how poor quality that piece is, and it looks like it had snapped. I knocked this figure down earlier and the piece came off. Let's see if it happens again. Yeah, exactly. That's just really embarrassing, to be honest, but very happy to have these troopers in my collection. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. I know I already ended the video, but I just thought it would be cool to show off my clone army when it's not standing on a base plate. So yeah.